Hey guys, this is John Scarborough. Just wanted to do another little follow-up video on this little piece of equipment we're working on here in the shop today. This is just a quick, easy angle. We've got a brace running down from here. And all we're gonna do here is just, cut an angle right there where that line is so that that will fit down snug and we get more surface weld across that to beef up that brace. So all I wanted to talk about here is there's a couple different methods you could do to get that angle, figure out what that angle is. And of course, we know that, they have some really nice equipment. They've got nice angle finders. And everybody knows that there's an equation to figure this out. And of course, that right there being a 90 degree from this right here, we also know that that anything that divides into 90 is going to be the right angles for those two right there. So obviously, if this was a perfect triangle, then that would be a 45, but then it's not going to be, because then 45 and 45 would add up to 90. But because it's different, but it's still going to a 90, then it would be two different angles that would end up right. And I'm pretty sure the angle is actually about 80 on one side and 10 on the other. I forget, I checked it on another one I was doing identical. But anyway, the point is that there's a really simple way when you're doing jobs like this. No point in sitting there figuring out what all the angles are on some places, not all places. But a lot of these places, the simplest things you can do, I've done braces like this for gates and all like that. There's no need to figure an exact equation on this. This is just so simple and easy. So I just wanted to show real quick. I'm sure a lot of you have already done this. And I can't really do it with two hands. So I'm not actually going to mark it, but you can see where that line is. But all I did, it's so simple. You just take it along the side here and drop it down to about where you think you want it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick this back up and pretend it's still down there. Then you'll grab your soapstone and just ever so slightly and gently just use it as a guide and come across it, raking across that right there and creating a good line. And that usually gets you almost dead on every single time. And the only reason for doing it is just like I said, because it's very fast. Obviously you can do this right here, throw a square up there and you can get it close, but you can tell that's not right because the angle is going to change when it drops down. So that's not going to be right. It would be close enough to weld. You could fill in the gap. But if you want a really nice angle, it's almost precise every single time, and it's extremely fast, so fast that it's not worth doing anything else. Then this works so well. Once again, you just drop it down to where you want it, and you can even lay a level across there if you wanted to. No reason to. I just eyeball it. I just get down across it like this, and I'll just eyeball about where I want it, and then I'll get it, where I want it, and then take that soapstone. Once again, like I said, you'll just take that soapstone, lay it up against it, butt it against your material. If I had two hands, I'd show you. And then you just use this as a guide. And you do want to be very mindful not to twist this, because obviously that's going to cause a problem. I've done it long enough that I actually get it, right on, and I'll never have any trouble with that. But you just go right across there. It's not a 2x4, it's a piece of pipe you're working with, so it will roll. If it was a 2x4, obviously you could just lay it right up against it without any trouble. But anyway, so it's just real simple. Lay it on there, make you a quick mark. If you do it enough, it's exact every single time. There's no reason to ever even know what that angle is. Like I said, I've worked with enough angles often enough. I can almost tell you what the angle is almost every single time, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, all that matters is that that's a 90 degree angle. You want a brace running up and down here, and the angles on both sides have to divide. Have to divide into, multiply together and add up to 90 degrees. So anyway, I just wanted to show that quick little tip here. If anybody can use that, it's nothing major. I'm sure any major fabricator out there has seen it, but maybe some of you guys that are watching my channel because you're interested in more of the farming side of it and you're just wanting to kind of do some fabrication, maybe this tip might be helpful to y'all. So like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, everybody.